morning, team. Monday morning, day 1 of my 3-week load block. I'm pumped. Really excited for this. Well, I did have 2 coffees already, so you might tell that. But today, Monday, it's not an intensity yet. That is tomorrow. Monday is today. We can have a look here. It's a 3.5k swim, easy with technique and some drills, some short sprints, then cold sauna after. Then we're actually heading to the dentist. Super fun, but it's just a routine checkup. Also those things, make sure all for consistency, if you suddenly have something with the teeth going on and you have tooth pain for a week, or it always comes when you don't want it, probably before a race or something, most fun. So get that checked. But then I got a 1 hour ride. No, actually wrong. After the dentist, we are heading to the gym. There we're doing today some bigger lifts for the upper body. We are progressing a little bit in weight, especially the pull-ups, really relevant for my top speed in the swim. So there in the last block I did 8 kilos, so 3 times 6 reps, 8 kilos. We're going up to 10, so really small increases, same weight with the Romanian split squats and all that. Just small increases, because I'm not training for the gym, but I'm putting small increases on, like 2.5 kilos here, really small each block, because it can take away from the legs for the bike and run, that's most important. That's where I need the glycogen, the energy and all that to improve. But, imagine you can get yourself over time so strong that, let's say, I don't know, you can do 120 kilo squats, right? Normally you could do, let's say, 140, 150. I'm just saying some numbers. It's a bit too high, probably. But let's say you can do that without causing any soreness or any effect for the next day. You know how strong your body is if you do that. But that's why most people struggle with the gym, and it is very difficult and it needs constant tinkering. How can you be in the gym because obviously I don't want to do anything today in the gym that affects tomorrow's key sessions, right? Because tomorrow is a big old day. And then in the afternoon is a 1 hour ride. There I kind of go a bit through the different zones and paces, kind of test the legs a bit. Also, it's kind of a intensity gauge for the whole week. If anything is weird there, I kind of can tell. And then tonight is a big high carb dinner. And then we nailed the Monday. We are on the way to the dentist now. Felt really good to swim. It was a bit moody, a bit tight in the morning. I wasn't actually sure if yesterday was a touch too much or not. But luckily it turns out not. Felt good. Data was good, morning was good, but just a bit more tired, a bit more moody. And that's, to be honest, not what I wanted at the beginning of the rest week. So there again, I have to check more with my team. That was for sure learning this. I put this quality swim in, and again, can do small things better. No big change for the long term for sure. But so it was a good swim, some nice sprints, some new technique exercises. Tonight checking in with Aaron as well, a swim coach. Look forward to that. Checking the next block of work, all the new things coming. And now on the way to the dentist, getting that done. Got my gym stuff already here. And then we're gonna be lifting some weights. I also smashed lunch in and my recovery shake right after the swim, because I expect I can eat right after the dentist. They're gonna fix some stuff. And not too bad though. I mean, some numbness, but should be right. Can drink water and then jack some weights. All right, we all set up, waiting for the bus home now. Dentist went well, no problem. Actually, a challenge that I actually set myself a little bit is that I was just thinking how long I did that actually. Probably for a good few years, that like in any situation that is like physically or mentally, let's say stressful, let's say even could be as simple like the massage that's really painful, or like a dentist that's uncomfortable, or like where you like could like stop breathing properly, or like you tense your shoulders a bit, all those things, right? In those situations, really try to just be calm and relaxed, as if you would be like at the beach. I tried it again today. Then I thought, how long did I do this? I think a very long time. Because why do I do this? That's actually something that rang from Kobe Bryant said it. He said, if you have this passion, this goal, and the world is your library, he said, also the words. And for example, if in any situation you really train your brain, no matter what, you stay calm, because the calm is the power where you perform the best physically. So when you're in a situation in a race or like challenging training sessions, when it's like the mind wants to wander or you're under physical or mental pain, it could be as simple as well as a meeting, like an uncomfortable work meeting. Something really, I don't know, we had that at work a lot, like when we went through COVID and we were stressed and you were also stressed as well. You didn't sleep well, like people needed their jobs, you need to somehow keep it going. Financially it was very difficult, everything was very difficult. And under those situations, then still, stay calm, and like then the calmness vibrates to others. But that's another area. For me, right now it's just about how do I get a good and athlete performance out of me at possible. So when you have a situation in a race, and you're under physical or mental pain, which is the definition of it, right? In the end, the last, let's say, hour of the full Ironman, it's more mental than anything else. It is. So if you haven't practiced your mind, or not just physically, it's the baseline, but the mind that hasn't practiced, you're gonna be in a world of trouble. So heading now back, and then we're heading to the gym. On a completely other random note is, as you see, I'm riding the bus and the metro. Don't have a car right now, so that's something I noticed. There was one video about it. Basically, it said if you're not willing to lower your standard of living for 2 to 5 years to work in a dream, I think you don't deserve it. I think that's very true. Luckily for me, I knew the pattern from the business world, meaning if you start a business or enterprise or entrepreneur, and after 3 years you're struggling, right? So I cut out everything that I don't need for my goal to become world champion, or like that's an objective one, but to achieve my athletic potential. What do I need for that? I need time to train and to recover, right? High quality food, good facilities. Those 3 things I have. So anything else right now would just be a burden on top, right? So anything that messes with that is not allowed. Virtually nothing. So do I need a car right now? Not really. My facilities are close. Even this public transport is so good in Finland, absolutely amazing. So if my face is funny, this is the thing here. So So if you're looking for a big life change, which again many people don't do, that's totally okay as well. But you have to be willing to lower your standard of living. Like my clothing, what I'm wearing, not relevant, even for sports, unless it keeps me warm. Doesn't matter how it's looking, right? So the same as for only thing again as I talked about running shoes, very relevant, because that's related to overuse injuries if they're too old or like don't work for you. So some things I'm very strict with, but the rest, I don't need new clothing, fancy haircut, fancy car, all those things, they're not really, relevant, right? Quick pit stop for some caffeine and coffee, because my window of opportunity for caffeine is closing. I can't have coffee with caffeine at least past 2 p.m. That affects my sleep, and that is not allowed. So now some coffee. Also just before the gym to break up the routine a bit. Also good to have a moment of peace, because the morning was a bit hectic, a bit quicker than planned for Monday because of some stuff. So kind of take a break in between, some coffee, and hit the gym right after. So we're still at the beginning of the journey with pro sports, obviously. 2024 was a benchmark, which was mostly all the race results was mostly something from trial error training. So wasn't even something better than I've done in the past. So but that's now part of the journey. And my belief never changed in my abilities and what I can do, because I know myself, I know my physical abilities, my body, what it can do, the gifts I've been given, let's say. I know what's there, and it has to be unlocked, and that takes years, you know. And something I learned from last year for sure is that I had completely detached from the when and how. So I'm really not at all attached to when success happens, because it really, to be honest, doesn't matter. I do every single day everything that's possible in terms of sacrifice. If I find something new in my life that I can do better, that it has to do with sacrifice, and more important, that is illegal, because in endurance sports you have to mention that with doping going around. No, sir. Nothing in that regard. That is very important thing to say, because if you say you do absolutely everything to win, all right, it's all right. But I think in that context, I like to add, I like to do absolutely everything that is legal in the endurance sports world and water list. So anything in that regard, I think the basics get you very far, and sacrifice gets you very far. But you gotta love the journey, obviously, but still, it's a lot of hard work, and I like it that way. But I know those brick stackings will eventually pay off. Is it 2025 already? I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. Would be nice, of course, but if not, too bad. Maybe 2026. But whatever that means, I'm gonna do the absolute best every single day that I can. Best decisions possible, and train as hard and smart as possible. And whatever the outcome as it is, and then I recover, get back to work. If I have a great race, great stuff, doesn't matter, recover, get back to work. So, exciting. So you're not gonna see the whole shebang of the gym, but a couple of the lifts. Definitely the pull-ups, I'm thinking. But yeah, warm-up is gonna be something with core mobility, resetting, yeah, the whole bit. And then we're going into, how do we got? 9 main exercises. Yeah, so not gonna see all of them, it's gonna take too long, but a couple of them you're gonna see, and let's get cracking. All right, first pit stop that you see at least is the single arm dumbbell row. I actually did it with a machine before, but yeah, the machine was busy, and single arm is always better than machine rowing, right? So yeah, so upper body I'll go a bit heavier today, because I don't really care, to be honest, if it's sore tomorrow. I tested that before, that I do have a swim tomorrow, 5K, but more easy and technique based. So I noticed I can still swim very clean, even when my lats should be a bit sore. But if I was tomorrow a hard key swim, obviously I wouldn't do this. And then I go the opposite. I on purpose do it in the morning now, or as early as possible on a Monday, so I have more space between this gym session. And what's most important, tomorrow's key is a VO2 run. So that's going to be hard on legs, and a hard VO2 bike in the evening. So my legs, also in respect to yesterday, which was a 30K long run, which will always be a long run. So the legs I'll go a bit lighter, definitely not heavy weights or anything like that. That I do on Thursday with some squats, but again, all controlled. The main thing is really good legs, that activation is right. Today is more of an activation thing for legs, that the pattern is clean, which you need for cycling, and also for yeah, running obviously as well. So yeah, let's get some lift in. Just 6 reps, 5 to 6, clean. Should be a minimum of 2 reps in reserve clean. So we are 27.5 kilograms. I'm not gonna start doing this in the other imperial system as well. It's too much, I'm sorry. I'm flipping stones over there. Okay, let's see. Just pull through lats. Still pretty sweet. Add at least another 5 in reserve. But first time I do 27.5 and I do 3 sets, so let's see. No surprise, left is weaker. And in general, you know, what to expect from this for triathletes. Is this the last missing piece so you swim well? Absolutely not. But for me, being able to swim, you know, 200 meter long course under 2 minutes, power and muscle production and all this is part of the equation. Definitely not the main one, you could do it without, but it is one puzzle piece, right? So, and well, if my coach says also based on studies, if they says pull-ups have direct relation to speed and power, well, trust me, I'm doing pull-ups. So trust is very important in relationships, and for that you need a good team, which, as you guys followed, if you did follow for a while, I did not have. I know I do have. So the relief for me mentally to, you know, not having to think, how do I train? How do I get there? Not having that, just executing, which is still hard enough, but not having the how, that is massive. Step number 2, right side. Left is definitely weaker, which is why single arm is still king, and that's why on the pull-ups it's most tricky to keep the lats firing cleanly. Step number 3. Alright, 3 sets done. And also this whole discussion if strength training works or not. I don't even want to get into it, but advice for you guys. I mean, first of all, if it wouldn't work, I don't think Michael Phelps would waste time on doing it, or any other. Okay, McElroy, if you followed anything in swimming, what he did in the gym as a main thing, he said that this changed. But anyways, for you guys, because this session, to be honest, I've been in the gym since I'm 16, so yeah, most people don't have to do this. If you train 10 hours a week, or most people, to be honest, unless you're injured a lot and you have some severe weaknesses, spend some more time there. But otherwise, you're probably set if you do like 2 times a week at home, 15 minutes, you know, like a clean mobility core session, own body weight, like the whole shebang from calf raises, even non-weighted, to core work, low back work, hip mobility, quad mobility, upper body with push-up, and the rest. Upper body, don't worry too much about that. But more at your core and hips and hamstrings, mostly super weaker triathletes. But those are strong, you know, even without weights in the gym. If you get those strong, if you know, those compound those bricks, if you do 2 sessions a week, 15-20 minutes, and you do that for a year, you're gonna be a hell of a lot stronger, and those weaknesses don't come out when, you know, doing a track session. And of course, the weakest link screams first. So my left arm is weaker. If I'm deep into the swim, if one of my arms is suddenly pulling less because it's weaker, that's not good. And I slow down. So the balancing the pieces of strength, that's one. It's not like just raw strength, mitochondria. Don't think like that on one simple muscle strain. That's not the idea. The whole package, make it more efficient, fluent, work together. Because if you sit a lot on the bike and all, on like office, you have zero muscle activation in other groups than you use for cycling, running. And then you get overused stuff. So that's one of the reasons for the gym. Let's continue. And we get the simple calf raise. I do it like this. And a leg press, because I get full range and I can actually see how my ink over here, so that's blocked in any range, which will definitely mess up my calf. Just again 6 reps, weight is not important. Here, just full range and clean. Again, left side is weaker, so I need full focus that I get full range. 5, 6. Calves definitely used to be my weak spot. Got sore the most, the track sessions, all those stuff, which some part of it's normal, running high speed, same hamstrings, but still, through doing all this stuff, especially deeper, lower, calf, that area, there was also soleus that got so stiff. If that's too weak, which is very common, then you get easily overuse injuries or just weakest link, you don't want that. That's all gone, my calves are not the issue anymore. So same with hamstrings, they used to be super weak when I started after handball, that's all gone. Glutes, adductor probably still the weakest, the inside of the thigh, but no issues. So again, how much do you have to push? You don't, without interfering, you don't want to start anything either, but like anything that you see is like the obvious weakness with you, this is the place to fix it, right? And it doesn't need a lot, it doesn't always need like 2 days soreness, that's not ideal, but like just give a little bit of a stimulus, do it in the gym, give a stimulus, record, write down how much weight did you put, how many reps, and the whole rep debate, okay, long story, but I use 3 times 6 reps, and I have around 2 reps clean in reserve, and studies are best on that side with, let's say, maximal strength, but it's not maximal. But in that range, higher weight and clean 6 reps. First, you don't build hypertrophy, so you don't get more muscle, which you don't want, obviously. I always had that I easily grow muscle. I don't want more of that. I want to be strong. So, and also all the studies indicate for efficiency of running and all this stuff. So there's a long list why, but you can do whatever reps you want. When you start, maybe don't start straight with 6 and wait. Maybe do a month of like 20 reps, just do that. Get your tendons adjusted, then maybe go next month down to 10. Go a bit higher in weight. First month you just need activation and learning the movement and clean and tendons, muscles, they're not used to it probably. So if you want to hit the gym. If not, do it at home, as I said. Alright, we're looking at the pull-ups now. I did 8 kilos for a month. Just to see how that felt. Where are the 10 kilos? Yeah. Because it's one thing to do it and smash it. I could do more right now, probably, but that's not the idea. It's just progressive small changes, That it's, and then see how you're doing with the whole cocktail of load. Got this little thing here set up. The first month with pull-ups, to be honest, I had it the same. The forearms are the main limiter. They're just too weak, You're not used to holding your own weight and everything, so I did a month, 3 times 6 reps without any weights, and then I did the 8. Because, the lats and biceps were more ready for more, but not the forearms. But now there, let's see. 10 kg shouldn't be too wild. 6 clean reps. I'm mainly looking for the flipping left lats that I keep them clean and from full range all the way down, as you will see. Let's kick it off. First time I'm doing it with a plate, it's a bit awkward. You can squeeze it. There, maybe at max 2 clean ones in reserve, so it seems pretty spot on for now. Next we got some Bulgarian split squats on the menu. I'll just do a first round just to warm up, especially left side was weird. So I got the range, so not under 90 degrees for the loaded knee because of the meniscus, just why would I? Just fire to the glutes, see how that feels. Get a bit warmed up. Again, legs, I don't want to do a ton, right? So just do that. That feels good. So before you rack the weights, always just do 1 set. Same with squats, just go with the bar and the weight. See how everything is looking with range and activation before you smash the weights on. Well, that seems good. Alright, so literally just 2 times 5 kilos. Because the new exercise, last block I did it without weights. This block I do it with these type of weights. And again, one session means nothing. I have to be able to do this in all kinds of muscular fatigue states without taxation. It's important with this one you lean a bit forward so you don't go into the hollow back. That's okay. 5, 6. And now obviously easy when you're not glycogen depleted and all that. But 3 weeks stacked, you know, and then maybe next time can do a small increase, but first, you know, no crazy changes. 1, 2, 6. That's good. That's the taxation one. Low. At step number 2. I don't like the plate, to be honest. It's a bit annoying. I could put the other one, the dumbbell, kind of like behind the legs. I don't know, maybe there's a trick. You can let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Not the pull-up specialist for sure. Might be a better trick. I can take another plate, but doesn't matter today. Okay. Again, clean. Butts. Leaning back to the chest. No, just 5. 5 enough? 5 to 6. Has to be clean. Definitely new taxation. That's great. Alright, we're back for set number 3. Let's see, again 5 to 6 reps. Clean. But remember, I don't have to be chicken. I can also push to 6 because I don't need arms tomorrow. So let's use the camera as motivation for today. I just maximum 1 left today, so that's good. And then we're looking at some unweighted step-ups. Main reason I do this is from the bike fit I get an info that my left hip flexion especially is in this angle a bit weird. And you know, time trialing is the last hip flexion. The more mobile you are, the more strong you are. It's very unnatural to running you're needed to produce strength from this angle. But that's aero position, so especially more aggressive. Of course, the conditioning also takes place in the actual flipping cycling, but again, this is just for activation, so I try to get full hip flexion, full range, tense the core. That's good. A key is always in the gym. It's quality of movement because you want to program. It's not your goal to grow muscle, right? Where their technique can be maybe out the window sometimes. Or you're trying to program a system in slow motion basically, because our sports are always quick and there your body's just reacting quickly to the instant, whatever. Like when you're running and landing, it's no time to react. So here we can actually program something that is clean. So like hopefully that some of those patterns then evolve into the sports for running in more power, but most importantly efficiency, which is the name of the game if you want to run well for 21 and 42 kilometers, which is my goal. One more set of this, and then I gotta check on my phone what's left. Not a ton. Most of it done, so. How about these movement socks, huh? Only the fins for now. Pretty sporty. That was it for the next day, for sure. Always be a good boy and girl and respect the gym equipment. Don't be that guy. Alright, then one of the core ones. I do all kinds of other stuff, and also for swimming, mobility, but don't have to give away all the secrets. Took me 10 years to figure this out, so. Total bars, 10 reps, vamos. Good. Alright, one nugget giveaway. So you probably know this one, right? If you want to swim well, you have to be able to hold that tension and be able to breathe. On the floor I had that I was able to hold it. Once I inhaled in swimming, the tension was gone. So like, can you imagine your alignment in the water is absolutely terrible. So I can tell you, so you do it like this. Keep it here, low back flat, while you breathe through your mouth in and out. So I'm breathing through my diaphragm, your stomach, like swimming. That's how you keep tension. Yeah, enough secrets. All done. Tomorrow we're gonna be back there in the morning actually for our VO2 run, but for today we are done here. Look forward to that run. Alright, afternoon now. We're gonna be jumping on a bike. Oh, we got 1 hour ride. Nothing much at all. We're going a bit through the different paces. That is basically it. Nothing bad. Actually, quite a bit of carbs, so I hit the daily carbohydrate sports drink goal, which is for me 200 grams. And for this current setup, so I get 90 grams in there. Mainly preloading for tomorrow. and we were just discussing with my wife the carb meal for the night. Normally I always take the same, something I can eat in huge amounts. It's just a simple, quick made pasta bolognese for me. That works very well. I grew up on that, so that works like a charm for me. Has to be very high carb, so potatoes too low carb for me. I can't really get them down. So yeah, either rice or pasta basically. Very simple. But yeah, that would be basically it. Getting that down, because tomorrow morning, the whole day is a big day, so I need a lot of carbs. And one last quick tip, I noticed my calf got a bit stiff. I have that sometimes one side only, and when you know it's one side, which most days, you know something is biomechanically affecting that. So for me that is two things. Also calf, most often to be honest, unless you do some kind of weird hill sprints, if you just run flat or like normal, and you have one side, and you really try to make it simple, which it never is, but after like 10 plus years of sport physio, let's give it a shot. It's basically the Achilles tendon and the whole calf is super strong in one way. Like this is the main motion. There are some muscles in there that rotate the foot in and out, but that's not the one that's stiff with me. So check two things when you have that. One is the foot joint. That's for me one, especially now swimming with fins a lot. It mobilizes the foot and my feet anyways. A bit more on the loose side, not super loose, but like now the more I swim, the better I swim, especially with fins and all. They become good for swimming, but that's not good for running necessarily. You need to stabilize it at least, because running is good to have a bit tighter ankles. You don't want to lose ankles at all. So yeah, my wife, she just mobilized. She's also Olympic level physio, so she knows what she's doing. She could mobilize my just the foot joint, boop, then the stiffness is completely gone. So it's either actually the foot joint causing it, or something up top, hip related, that's actually rotating the whole leg. That's mostly one of two things. Either it's tight glutes that are rotating the whole leg and therefore loading the calf differently. Very common for triathletes, for us. Or another one's often forgotten. It's a muscle called flipping sartorius. Google it. Sartorius stretch. That beast is going across, and that beast, if it's tight, it's also doing hip flexion and extension. So much used muscle for us triathletes. And that beast, that's tight, which it will. That rotates the whole flipping leg and will cause all kinds of naughty things. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this stride. Starts in a second here, and then see you guys tomorrow, kicking off with a VO2 run. Can't wait.